Neeraj Akhoury, who is the managing director at Shree Cement, now joins us on the show to discuss the road ahead. Thank you so much for taking time out. Volumes in the first quarter have been pretty steady in line with street expectations. What's the outlook for the year ahead? Do you think that your volume growth will trend up, Neeraj?
Yes, good morning. So yeah, we do believe the cement industry demand growth will continue to grow very strongly, and that we are very well positioned to take advantage of this demand growth momentum. So what we have seen in quarter one is what around those figures, at least a double-digit growth is what we would expect going forward in the year.
What will drive that double-digit growth then?
I would more put it in around 13 to 15% range for this year, 23-24. Yeah.
Okay. Neeraj, what I want to talk about is your realizations as well, because from what, we can see is that your realizations have been strong, a 3% sequential as against to about less than 0.5% for the industry. This has clearly been above the industry average realization growth, but is this a one-off or have you made some structural change to achieve this kind of a number?
I would not say, I would not go as far as that. I think it's more of a market mix issue, as well as the fact that we are focusing on some of our product lines which have a better realization. Largely it is a market mix issue for the quarter gone by.
When will the real benefits of low coal prices and coke prices kick in?
It will continue to seep in as we go forward, as I see. So quarter one, we have seen roughly about 10 to 12% lower fuel prices than what we saw last year, same period. Fuel prices continue to remain little subdued, though at this stage, I would also be very careful in my comments because these are volatile times and you never know how the fuel prices evolve in the coming days. But going by now, the last quarter, we were about 12% lower than last year, same quarter.
Neeraj, I also want to understand about pricing, right? Because while it's been a delayed monsoon, it's been a heavy monsoon as well already. And we understand that part of your price hikes actually had to be rolled back because it wasn't quite getting absorbed by the demand. And please correct me if I'm wrong here. How do you now see prices as well as realizations moving on?
So it's difficult for us to predict or give any concrete forecast on price evolution. It is not only a matter of demand growth, but also a matter of capacity utilization at the industry level. What we are seeing so far that prices have remained subdued, but going forward, as some of the raw material prices, including fly ash and slag, continue to be high, I expect stable prices, if not some increases in the coming quarters, but not in quarter two.
Can I encourage you to use this forum and give our viewers and your shareholders and everybody clarity on the whole issue of inspection and the charge of, tax invasion?
Absolutely. At this stage, it is what we do know and what we have already declared to the public is the fact that there has been a survey by income tax in our operations. It's not a search, just a survey. We are fully cooperating with the authorities. At this moment, we have not received any further guidance or directions from the authorities. We are very convinced that Shree remains a tax compliant company. We have not done anything which is in any way not in line with the law of the land. So that's how I would see it. And we should wait for the tax authorities to give the further directions.
So after that inspection, you've not had any communication from the tax authorities?
We are in continuous touch with them. There has been several levels of engagements with the tax authorities. and they have been asking us to clarify some of our claims in the past. And as I said, but we are absolutely convinced, and we have given our documents to substantiate our claim that we are a fully tax compliant company.
Is the amount of speculation really as high as 23,000 crore rupees?
Yeah, I think, ma'am, it has to be, you have used the right word. The word is speculation. Even if you look at our profit before taxes in last 10 years, they have not reached 23,000 crores. So if the PBT is not 23,000 crores, I do not know from where those numbers are emerging. But and as I said, at this stage, for me, it is enough to say that we are fully cooperating, and I'm sure this matter will be clarified very soon.
You'll appreciate our curiosity here, because when the news came out, the stock actually went completely topsy-turvy. While we put the finest regards for Shree Cement as a company, and I've tracked the whole evolution of the stock becoming from 3-digit to 4-digit and 4-digit to 5-digit. It's brilliant what they've done. But perhaps if I could encourage you to share more clarity, that what is the bone of contention? Why would the income tax department come out and make such a fat claim when you are confident that your books are clear? I mean, they say there is no smoke without fire.
No, I'm sure. There is no smoke without fire is the right way, but not necessarily the truth. I would not go as far. But as I said, it is the first time in our long history of existence that such a survey has been conducted. We have been strictly following the governance on tax compliance, and I have no reason to be worried about on this issue. And I would also urge urge our shareholders and everyone else. Please be rest assured that Shree will adhere to highest levels of standards on tax compliance and governance.
When we speak to some of your peers and folks who understand the cement industry very well, they are of the view that the cement industry is on a brink of a massive consolidation. What we perhaps saw, let's say, in the steel sector. You've gone on record and have said that, look, you've been talking to smaller steel players in the past, cement players in the past. What happens to the scenario 3 to 5 years from now? Do you think 4 to 5 players would be left? That's it?
Too early to give such a forecast, yeah, that only 3 to 5 players will be balanced. I think there are very strong players in our industry. Even regional players are fairly strong with good governance, good management, good products, good overall management of the company. So it's not. There will be some of the members who may like to exit, but I'm also very convinced that we have very strong players in our industry, and they would like to continue to grow in this country. What we need to keep in mind that the demand growth in India is going to remain strong. India has just started building, and they are building large and building fast. So many players would like to invest and continue to grow in this. So I am not of the view personally that you will see a large-scale consolidation. But only times will tell how things evolve. Yeah.
Were you talking to Sangvi Cement? Were you in conversation? Has the deal fallen through?
No, we are not. We are not following up with Sanghi Cement. As I said, we have just announced a big capex of 7,000 crores to create about 12 million tons of organic capacity in India. And we believe that we have good arguments to continue to grow very strongly in an organic way.
Shree Cement has championed this whole thing of being one of the most efficient cost producers. That's really been the success of Shree Cement. Good innovation in energy consumption, logistics management. But there would be a threshold beyond which you would not be able to get more operational efficiency or cost efficiency. How will next 5 years or for 3 to 5 years work for you in terms of cost management, in terms of innovation, in terms of bringing the cost down?
Well, what you say is right. There is a growing sense of cost parity, and as the industry evolves and more new technologies come, there will be a cost parity. But at Shree, I think what you rightly said, there is this a sense of continuous ground level innovations that has been giving us cost advantages over the last so many years. And I believe that those innovations will continue. So we have reasons to believe that while there will be a cost parity on many topics, but still there will be areas where Shree Cement will be able to manage its operations more efficiently and remain the cost leader.
You know, that's the other thing, right? Because Neeraj, all the expansion that you're talking about is going to come at a cost. How are you going to fund your capex?
So at this moment, it is largely through our internal accruals. Yeah. However, going forward, we are not totally averse to going for the debt market. We will also evaluate those options of raising capital. But what I see is a very strong cash flow. So even an amount of debt does not really create additional risk for us at this moment.
To your mind, in next, let's say, 12 to 18 months, how do you see the cement pricing moving? Will it be differentiated all across India, or you see a linear trend?
No, I would not see a linear trend. Different states and different regions have different dynamics in terms of demand growth or utilization levels and so on. So no, it is not. It's not going to be linear, but regions with higher utilization levels, regions with better demand growth, certainly should see a better pricing environment than those who are not.
What has changed because of Adani's entry into the cement sector?
Yeah, I think what we see is the companies are being very well managed, very well governed, and I think they also bring a lot of expertise from other parts of their business to cement, and overall it should do well for our industry to learn from what they bring on the table from their experience in other industries. Overall, I think it's good that a company of the repute of Adani's are in our industry, and that should really improve the industry, the way we manage our supply chain, our fuel, our efficiencies, and everything. Yeah.
No evidence of any price war, because that's what markets are worried about, that here's a big player who's capable of disrupting the market. Is there any evidence of any price disruption?
No, I don't think so. Not at all. Not at all.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, final question. Over the years, I've tracked the cement industry. I've always seen that the capacity is at least 15 to 20% surplus more than the demand. Demand comes back, but cement companies, they keep on adding capacity, which is what you've also announced, a 7,000 crore capex. How is the supply-demand situation? Is it still surplus?
So the industry has been operating at about 70% or so. So it is different in different parts of the country. But 70% would be an average utilization level. I think going forward, I do believe that the demand will outstrip the supply. Supply growth is slightly lower than the demand growth, and therefore we should do again. It sounds like good for the industry.
Right. Okay, Neeraj, great to have you on the show today. Thank you so much for taking the time out.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Let's just quickly revisit what the Shree Cement